Hi there, everyone. My name is Justin Delhon.
My name is Amir Chang.
And this is the Miss My Ex podcast.
So, Justin, you had a solid interview last week with Jason Greger.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. I'd been listening to him since I was about, I'd say, 14 on the radio. Yeah, every night before I go to bed, I would listen to his radio, his program, because he came on at 10 o'clock. And he moved up to the 2 o'clock slot. That's like the juicy spot on the radio, you know,
that's nice.
The good spot, yeah.
The best advertising.
The best advertising. Everything's perfect there. So I emailed him, and we really wanted to have him as the first guest, and he was just unreal. His stories, everything, like, I felt like I didn't have to really do much. I was just kind of sitting there, kind of throwing them up, and he would just knock them out of the park every time.
That's amazing.
And it was really fun and insightful. And I kind of learned a lot in terms of how he does interviews, and so that's kind of what I want to emulate in this podcast and kind of go towards the more conversational style. And he's a very confident guy. Like, he just, what he believes, he goes with it. And as long as he's not, you know, how do I put this? As long as he's not being ignorant and he knows that he's not spewing out incorrect things, he kind of sticks to his guns. And I got a lot of respect for that.
Yeah, very respectful. And plus, he's a good-looking dude.
He is a good-looking dude. He rocks the ball. Yeah.
That's right. He rocks the ball.
The bald look. Yeah. That was really fun. That we I had a friend who's kind of rocking the half-bald look, what does he call it, a five-head?
Yeah.
So Gregor was telling me all about how...
He has a comb-over?
Yeah, he just needs to accept what his fate in life is and own it.
Of course.
And so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the WWF when he first started.
WWF.
No, not WWE. WWF. When
right.
he first started, he actually had hair.
I did not know that.
Yes. So, and then of course they, changed his image. He rocked, the bald, and he became, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Did you do that pun on purpose? He
No.
rocked the bald.
No.
WWF, The Rock. One of the few I know.
You know what? I'm a natural writer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you noticed your Facebook kind of blows up lately with John Cena memes and videos? Every time I go on Facebook, there's a new John Cena video.
That's right.
I don't really watch WWE, but I'm starting to like John Cena.
I know.
Don't know a lot about him.
That theme song is the best theme song ever.
He was actually really good in that movie with Amy Schumer. What was the name of the movie? This is embarrassing. I just saw it, and it was really good, too. Trainwreck.
Trainwreck.
Yeah, he was really funny in that
movie.
movie.
I haven't seen Trainwreck.
Yeah, it was really well done. Really good movie.
Yeah, Amy Schumer did a phenomenal job writing
She's
that movie.
killing it right now.
Oh, yeah.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, HBO special.
I thought she was for sure going to be the one to host the Oscars, and then they went to Chris Rock. I was shocked.
Shocking. But I think they're wanting to do that just for...
getting the youth.
Yeah, the youth factor. And plus, Chris Rock is very controversial.
I might be one of the 5 people in the world who liked Seth MacFarlane's hosting. But I thought he was really good, yeah.
I thought he did okay.
I really liked him.
Yeah, I thought he did okay. His pieces were, his Family Guy pieces where, they all dance and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was great, but, of course, some folks don't like that aspect.
He kind of swung and missed with his last movie, the not Ted 2, but the A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yes, with, what's her name?
Amanda Seyfried and Charlize Theron.
Oh.
Yeah.
The girl,
Yeah.
That's my girl, Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron? She's looked the same for like 20 years, I swear to God.
Yeah.
First movie I saw her in, I think, was Legend of Bagger Vance.
Oh, interesting.
Will Smith, Matt Damon. That's kind of dating me a while back.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a little bit of a golf movie.
Have you seen that movie Monster?
No, I haven't. She looks frightening in that movie.
Frightening. Yeah. And she deserved to win every...
She won the Oscar.
Yeah, that's right. She deserved to win every single award for that movie.
That's crazy.
It was intense. I was shocked. We had to watch that movie in psychology class, and you have to analyze her character movements. You have to analyze why she did this, why she did that, why she chose prostitution as a career aspect for herself, and just trying to find her character traits. And it was just shocking for everybody just to kind of overanalyze it. So
you know what's weird is, like, growing up, I used to love watching movies in class. You look forward to it, like, oh, we get to watch a movie. But, like, I have a couple friends now who are teachers, and you kind of find out that movie days are the days that the teachers had a really long night the night before, if you know what I mean, going out, having a party. So it really
Wing nights at Brewster.
Yeah, wing nights or Daddy-O's, as you like to go.
That's right, Daddy-O's, yeah.
So it's kind of funny now that, like, we're in that age bracket where people are teachers, and you kind of realize that they're just like us. They're just going out and they're just finding a way to shortcut their way through the workday.
That's right.
Every angle they can play, they're going to do it.
Oh, of course, yeah. As you grow old, you realize certain things.
I mean, we watch so much Bill Nye the Science Guy, and I thought it was educational, but I didn't know my teacher was hungover with the sunglasses on, sipping the coffee, trying to get through the day.
Yeah.
So
What's that movie? They had one teacher. Oh no, it was from the Mindy show.
Mindy Project.
Mindy Project.
My favorite show.
That's right.
Yeah,
so,
love that show.
And Mindy actually has a new movie with Seth Rogen and
yes, that's right.
It's from the guys who did This Is the End, Neighbors, and Almost Almost the Interview.
Yeah,
Almost Famous. But
yeah, that's gonna be fun. I do like the Seth Rogen comedies.
Yeah,
it's kind of the new way to go in comedies. Like,
yeah, definitely.
It went from like, for me, was like the Saturday Night Live Will Ferrell days, and then with the Ben Stillers and the Owen Wilsons,
That's
and
right.
now it's kind of transferred over to the Seth
Rogen.
Rogens with the Jay Baruchels and This Is the End, basically all that crew.
What's the guy from Moneyball? Who's part of Seth
Jonah
Rogen?
Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yo, that guy has come a long way, hey?
That's right.
From-
For acting, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, he actually had a small part in the 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's one of my favorite scenes.
The eBay scene.
The eBay scene. I still don't know quite what she does, but I do like that he wants to buy those shoes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's a really funny spot.
I just want to purchase it, you know.
I just want to buy these shoes.
Yeah, I can't
You're making
sell it
this
to
so
you.
difficult for me.
I just can't pay you cash.
I can't buy these for you.
No, he also had a small role in the Justin Long movie out of university. I forgot what it's called.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so Jonah Hill had a role where he says he was a wiener character, and
Oh,
he's like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and let's just say that's
best line in the movie.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. So, yeah.
So LitFest just came through Edmonton, October 15th to 25th.
That's right. So, phenomenal event. Tickets were on for $25 for regular and $20 for students.
Yeah, they had John Ronson. He was headlining it. He just wrote that new book, So You've Been Publicly Shamed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So he was there at the Windspear on October 20th.
Correct. They had a music event as well happening there.
And
which is amazing.
the thing I like about LitFest, you know me, I'm a huge storytelling fanatic.
Of course, yeah.
So this type of thing coming through Edmonton, that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
And then John Ronson, if you guys don't know John Ronson, he's a really good storyteller. Great at the whole dry humor aspect.
The British humor?
Yeah, the British
almost.
humor, yeah, that whole. So if you guys haven't been to LitFest or don't know a lot about it, it's kind of something you should check out. It comes every year to Edmonton. It's great for if you like any sort of storytelling, or if you like even stand-up comedy. It's not like that, but if you enjoy stand-up comedy, or you enjoy people kind of giving you different perspectives on the world, that's something Edmonton has to offer every single year. And this is it's kind of an accumulation of all of that, different people coming together. So definitely check out LitFest if you ever get a chance.
Of course.
I've done smaller storytelling competitions in the city.
That's right.
And one of them, this is actually my most proud one, is I did a storytelling competition, and the entire story I told was written in rhyme. So it was kind of like a poem, but 5 minutes.
Oh.
And the whole point of the story was that there was this town that could only speak in rhymes. And there was a forbidden fruit that would be the escape that they had from this rhyme, this curse, this hold on him that they had. So it ended up being that they had to discover the fruit orange, because orange has nothing that can be rhymed with it. So once they said the word orange, there was no way to speak anymore, so it broke the curse.
Yeah.
But I told this to a friend of mine. His name's Rishi, and he kind of crapped all over it, because he was like, I can rhyme with orange. And I was like, it's supposed to be a word that's unrhymable.
Yeah.
Like, can you think of anything to rhyme with orange?
Orange, morange, I don't know.
No. So he came up to me and he's like, look, I loosened this door hinge. And I was like, that's technically wrong, but that's right. That is a rhyme.
That's right.
It just kind of ruined the whole story for me.
You know, it's funny. Eminem actually had an interview where it was Anderson Cooper had asked him. He realized that Eminem had read the whole dictionary encyclopedia just so that he can familiarize himself with all the rhymes. So Anderson Cooper asked him, "What can you rhyme with orange?" And Eminem had 32 different verse that rhymes with orange.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh, so
and it was a phenomenal interview.
So what you're telling me is Rishi saw this interview.
Oh, he probably did. He definitely did. Yeah, he definitely did. So it was a very famous interview.
Yeah, and then he kind of just used it as his. That's very good. I'm very impressed, Rishi.
Yeah.
Touche.
Touche.
Using Eminem's material against me.
Yeah. It was a very famous interview because Eminem, people were just, bad-mouthing him. They were criticizing his art for, because he's a very violent lyricist.
And very outspoken.
Very outspoken. But, of course, it's a double entendre, and Eminem can produce triple entendres for a lot of his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
So when Anderson Cooper had this, Cooper did an interview, he did it with an open mind, and Eminem he was so respectful to Anderson Cooper, who, in real life,
is homosexual, yes.
Yes, plays for the other field.
Yeah.
And, a lot of Eminem's verses go against that.
Yeah, he's come around a lot. Like, he initially was very against it in the early parts of his career, and then he actually performed one of his most famous songs, Stan, with Elton John on stage. And that was kind of a big moment for, I shouldn't say big moment, not for society as a whole, but for him. And then it kind of really gained an appreciation for people who didn't really like Eminem to kind of see a different side of him and say, you know what, maybe he is growing up.
Yeah. And Eminem's an artist, so anything that you hear or anything that he says, he can be talking about, him being a homosexual and such. He's actually referencing a different portion of his art. It's just saying something. It's a typical.
And I'm certain there's some truth to that. Like, even when I do stand-up comedy, every joke I make, there's a little bit of truth.
Of course, definitely,
behind it all. Sometimes a lot of bit of truth.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I have a massive respect for Eminem and the work that he does.
Yes. And a lot of folks chastise Tyler the Creator, and yet they don't realize that Frank Ocean, another famous R&B singer who plays for the other field, who is a homosexual, he is part of Tyler the Creator's team. And people chastise, people just bad mouthing Tyler the Creator for so long, but they don't realize that Frank Ocean is underneath him. He's Tyler is their leader. Not
literally underneath him.
Yeah, not literally. Yeah, that's right.
So,
yeah, so speaking of, great festivals, what you were mentioning about a festival that you saw recently with one of your friends, one of your close friends, Sean.
Oh, yeah. It's not so much a festival. It's I don't really know how to describe it. It's called Pecha Kucha, and our friend Sean Kanungo, he actually participated in this. And what's so great about Pecha Kucha, now it's not an Edmonton exclusive event. It's actually in over 800 cities. And I kind of wanted to bring it up on the podcast, more so to a selfish reason. I wanted to challenge you and I to do a Pecha Kucha talk within the year. I think it would be great for us, especially with the podcast, to get ourselves out there. But it's a hard thing to do because the point of Pecha Kucha is you have 20 seconds to present each slide that you have, and you have 20 slides. And what you present on is whatever you want. You can go up there and talk about whatever you want. So Sean did a really interesting and funny one. Sean's he has an Indian background like myself, and he talked about the success that Indian kids have had in the spelling bee, the national spelling bee. You know, the one they play on ESPN every year?
Of course.
ESPN 11.
Yeah. You know? It's a big sports competition now. Spelling bee is a big sports, yeah.
Yeah, so he was talking about the different... Now, he was talking about, this has been a while ago, but he was talking about the different factors that kind of promote Indians in the spelling bee. So what I wanted to do was kind of decide right here and now that you and I are going to do a Pecha Kucha talk. But the only thing is, I don't know what I would want to talk about. Like, what would you want to do 20 seconds per slide, 20 slides on?
I would talk about the effect that cinematography has in film.
So, and you think, I don't mean this in a rude way, you think you can make that interesting?
I think I can make it interesting.
To a group of people? This was done at the university in a big, I can't remember the name of the theater, but it's one of the theaters where they perform. And it was a big audience, and all these guys came up and talked about something different. And I was actually, captivated by everything I was seeing.
Yes.
Now, I saw this last year. I can only imagine everyone's gotten better. Because as much as they're trying to make it inclusive, I know my heart, I would be competitive. And I'd be like, okay, Sean did a good job. How can I be better?
That's right.
How can I be better?
We both have that competitive.
So you would do the cinematography thing,
I would do the cinematography, yeah.
See, now I have my favorite thing in the world, and it's embarrassing to say, I guess, because I'm, not 6 anymore, is Batman.
Okay.
So I would challenge myself to try and make Batman interesting to a group of mostly highly educated people who probably don't give 2 craps about Batman anymore.
So what would you talk about Batman? Because there's so many different reiterations.
I think I would talk about all the different takes that people have had on Batman over the last 100 years.
Frank Miller
is like the one people that's the iconic one that you talk about. But I would want to talk about all the different takes and how they're similar yet so different, but how no matter what we can all kind of gravitate towards the idea of this one single man and how he just is so much of what we want to be. You know, billionaire, philanthropist, ninja. Yeah. He's got it all.
Multiple degrees.
So he's kind of, I might fall flat on my face, but at the worst, even if no one enjoys it, I got to go on stage and talk about Batman for a good 5 minutes.
Okay, I can see that.
So I have my fun with that.
You know what? That could be a competition, because I do like Superman. I know a lot of folks hate Superman.
I don't hate him.
Yeah, but that could be competitive. A big competition for the both of us. You can talk about Batman. I can talk about Superman.
I'm willing to talk about. They're best friends.
They're best friends.
They are best friends.
Yeah.
So
they're frenemies. I don't know.
They are best friends. I mean, the only thing is, and I say this knowing I have a lot of friends who are fans of Superman. How can you be a fan of someone that's only weakness is a rock?
That's true. That's true. But you have to look at it from this perspective. He gave his secret, that weakness, to Batman.
He did.
Yes.
He did. Now we're geeking out on you guys right now with this podcast, but this is us practicing for Pechakucha.
Yeah.
And actually, this is great. This is a great time for us to actually challenge you guys as well. It's not an easy thing to do to go on stage and talk about something, but the beauty of it is you get to talk about something that you care about.
Of course.
And try to make other people see. And you ever get into a conversation, you get really excited and really heated about something, and then you're like looking around the room and all the people are just like
phased out.
They're phased out. They couldn't care less. Or have you been that person where someone's going in on something, they're talking to you about this rock, and they're like, oh my god, and then when you cut it in, the zirconium, and you're like, okay, I'm done.
It's amazing.
Well, with Pechakucha, you're on stage in front of all these people with a mic. You got the slides. You have your chance to make them care about that rock. Yeah. So this is a challenge to you guys.
You got to recognize your sedimentary rock formation.
Yeah. So this is it's good. It's something that really gets you out of your shell. And I mean, for me, stand-up comedy did that initially, and then storytelling did that. And I don't know about you. You were more involved behind the camera, but I'm certain that you've done the types of things that can get you out of that shell, whatever that creamy center of Amir is.
The creamy
center. So the what I basically want to say is that I think Pechakucha would be good for us, but good for everyone, especially those who are kind of introverted.
Yeah.
Which I understand. Like I have some friends who, if you tell them to go speak on stage, they'd rather jump off the high-level bridge.
That's right. Yeah.
Can you believe that? Like it's actually the number one fear.
Yes.
Death is number 2.
Yes.
Number 1 is public speaking.
It's shocking.
It is unbelievable to me.
Shocking. So, funny story about public speaking. I took 2 public speaking courses in university. Mm-hmm. One was actually both of them with Dr. Randy Ritz. Holla.
Yeah. Our Concordia roots coming back.
Our Concordia roots. So, funny thing. So, at the same time I was doing my capstone for film, I got an A+ for public speaking, and I got a B for my film.
And that's reverse.
That's right.
I got a B- in my public speaking class with Randy Ritz, and the funniest thing about that was in that class, he invited me to a seminar for public speaking, and I was the only one in the class that was invited to this, and this is not a brag on any level. What I'm trying to say is he gave me a B- in this class because he said I didn't reach my potential. He looked me in the eye and said, yes, I was the best one in the class, but I didn't reach my potential.
I remember that day because you looked me straight in the eye, you're like, he told me I didn't reach my potential.
I was like, I don't know what this means. Is this how you grade people in university?
And yet he gave me an A+, and I was like, I'm the worst public speaker.
It's not Amir's fault. English is his 6th language.
My 6th language, that's right.
Sometimes he jumbles his words and gets them mixed up.
Funny thing, one of the best moments in my public speaking class, I actually invited Justin and our mutual friend Laura, and I talk about the art of canning. Mm-hmm. Sorry, not the art of canning, the art of bargaining.
Yeah.
And I wore this Pakistani
I loved that speech, actually.
attire, and everybody was just like, wow.
Amir is amazing. He actually helped me get one of my favorite jobs, which is at Future Shop. He worked there for years.
10 years.
And I'll rest in peace, Future Shop.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Is it too soon? Can we talk
about
it?
No. People are still hurt. I'm still hurt.
So we worked at the South Edmonton Common location, the TV department.
Yeah.
And, man, watching Amir work, oh, my God. You guys might not know what PSP is, but this guy, that is basically getting people to, I mean, I'll let you explain.
By the warranty,
By the warranty. And he was the master. Amir could just he was the master of everything except getting that warranty.
That's right.
he could get people to buy everything on that shelf, but for whatever reason, he just couldn't get them to get that warranty.
Because you know why? I personally don't think warranties are worth it.
And I agree.
Yeah,
but Future Shop wanted us to believe,
of course,
that they were worth buying.
Yes, yeah. But this day and age, the way they build technology, it's not worth it for you to spend that warranty.
Not only that, but now people have these visas that say we'll cover 2 years on any purchase that you
Yeah.
have. How can I look someone in the eye and say we can get you 2 years of warranty for $69.99?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice visa you have there. Is that how you're gonna pay?
Yeah, that's right.
It's
Yeah.
like-
You buy a 4K TV, the warranty's like $600. You're like, come on,
Come on, I don't need
it.
this. I don't need this. I remember the 2 days before I quit at Future Shop because they didn't want to keep me on while I was in school because of my schedule because I had a full course load.
Yeah.
They were talking to me about like trying to make the schedule work, and I knew I was going to be quitting. So I made a purchase order of 3 different TVs for the house and for everyone just because I knew I was leaving, and I didn't want to arouse any suspicions. I was giving them the word that I was going to stay, whatever. And then we just got those TVs, and I was out of there. I was out of there. Got all my cables, and I'm like, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. The cost on those cables, phenomenal.
Oh my god.
You know what? That's my biggest regret. When I was working at Future Shop, I wish I bought more cables. Mm-hmm. Now, Justin and I we're running companies. You require all those cables.
And we have to go pay the exorbitant price that we...
The biggest markup of all time, yeah. And when you're trying to, have your company as lean as possible when you're starting up, anything...
everything adds up.
Everything
adds up. So now that Future Shop's finally shut down, guess what's come in and taken over that spot?
Spirit Halloween.
Spirit of Halloween, that's right. So
a clothing store that opens twice.
It's funny. It's a really good business model those guys have, actually.
Phenomenal business model.
They work, a month and a half, 2 months in the year?
2 months in the year,
They store all of these costumes.
Yeah.
They bring the exact same ones out, except with a couple new ones from whatever Disney movie came out this year.
That's right.
Or Pixar movie, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then that's it. They put them back.
Yeah. So the business model for Halloween stores is extremely profitable. That they can only open, they can be open for 2 months out of the year and still pay rent for the remaining months.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys will rent out spots that don't actually require them to stay there for a long time.
That's
right. Some of them are year round, but I'm assuming this Future Shop location they're going to be out of there pretty quick.
I don't think so.
You don't think
because they did signage recently. So when you do signage, that's permanent.
That's commitment. That's commitment.
And I don't know if folks know this. South Commons, lease cost is extremely expensive for retail.
Yes, my dad has talked about that. It is insane.
Insane. That's minimum $50 a square foot.
I mean, I'm always a fan of making my own Halloween costume.
Yeah.
But I think this year I might go check out Edmonton. I've been hearing some good things about it, and I checked it out online last night, and they have this legend of years have gone by since the flood destroyed the Williams family pumpkin business. The legend of Williams family farm has grown bigger and bigger over the years. Now, I don't want to read anymore because it's already scaring me. I'm the biggest scaredy cat in my entire house.
Oh, that's interesting.
I watch Scream and I get scared.
No,
I'm serious. I get scared. I get startled.
Have you seen the new TV show on Netflix?
Yes,
Scream?
I watched the Scream.
Amazing. It was really good.
Now this is embarrassing, but I will share with you what happened. I'm lying in bed. I'm finished episode 4 of Scream on Netflix, and there's 10 episodes. Now it's 1 a.m. and I have a meeting in the morning at 8. I decide either I lie here and watch the rest of this series now, or I have to suffer not knowing what happens and who the killer is. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but I had to do it. After episode 4, I decided I need to wake up in the morning and be responsible, so I'm not going to watch the rest of the series. So I watched episode 10. I skipped episodes 5 through 9 and just skipped right to the end to find out who the killer was.
So what'd you think?
It was very confusing. I missed quite a few details. I was very lost.
You know what? I thought the ending was mediocre at best.
I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah.
So let's just say that maybe watch all of the episodes.
Because, I'll tell you right now, because Justin didn't see episodes 5 to 9.
Yep.
There's one moment in that in the series that there was a different killer, and she was.
Oh man!
Yeah,
spoilers!
Spoilers! Sorry,
Spoilers! Oh my goodness!
But,
now they know that there's females in the show.
That's right.
They didn't know that before you said that.
I'll cut that out.
Now they know.
But he or she was in the same scene with a killer. So you're trying to figure out if there are multiple
there's
killers.
Cahoots, maybe.
Yeah, if there's,
I'm watching this other show. I'm really into it. Scream Queens by Ryan Murphy.
Amazing.
Yeah, Ryan Murphy, the guy who did Glee, which is one of my guilty pleasures in life. My trainer is going to laugh if she hears this, because whenever we have a session at the gym downtown, if I'm the only one in the gym, she lets me plug in my iPhone, and we always are jamming to Glee. Every time. And she doesn't watch Glee or care anything to do with Glee.
Yeah.
But I'm always just lifting those weights to the sound of Glee. So
don't stop believing.
So it's always a good time when I'm working out there.
Oh, it's amazing.
But yeah, this show Scream Queens has got me pretty hooked. It's kind of like Scream, but a little bit more ridiculous.
Over the top.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
over the top ridiculousness.
Yeah.
I'm talking chopping guys' arms off, and the guy's still cracking a joke.
That's right. He's like, I'm falling down.
I'm falling down. No, I'm getting used to having no arms.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Leah Michelle's in there.
Michelle,
my favorite SNL person, Nassim Pedrad.
Nassim Pedrad is in there. She's a pretty big role, actually. She's
That's right.
I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to pull in a mirror.
Yeah, that's
So we're going to call spoiler alerts from now on for the rest of the series. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
pulling
alerts.
in a mirror.
Actually, it's pulling a Temu, one of my YAG partners. Mm-hmm. Every single time I play a video game, he'll ruin the ending for me.
He ruins the ending. Yeah. You know, in junior high, junior high, there was that movie I Am Legend came out.
That's
so
right,
I'm sitting there in foods class, where the class for
the best class of all time.
Yeah, the best one.
Yeah.
So I'm washing dishes, and this kid Colton comes up to me and tells me all about the movie, and I'm like, "No, Colton, I want to see it. And all right, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it. But
it's been like a lot of years.
But yeah, Will Smith dies in the end, and he sacrifices himself. So Colton just tells me this, and the movie's in theaters, and I'm like, I wanted to see that, and now you've ruined it. So I'm really pissed off about this. I go to my friends at our lockers, and my friends Scott, Carson, and they're all sitting there, and I turn to Scott, and I'm like, you'll never guess what this asshole Colton did. He comes up to me and tells me that Will Smith dies at the end of I Am Legend. Scott looks at me, he's like, whoa, I wanted to see that. I accidentally spoiled it, but I was trying to make fun and get mad at this guy. And now in my group of friends, I'm the spoiler alert guy. Because of that moment.
That's funny.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah, Temu actually ruins every single movie, every single game that I'm playing. And
I need
just
to hang out with Temu so he can get the label from me and just stick it onto him.
He just called me while we were doing this podcast. I'm like, oh my god, he must be talking about a movie that's gonna spoil.
When I was in film school in Vancouver, actually, we had one guy say spoiler alert genuinely when we were talking about The Godfather, and I'm sitting there like, you haven't seen The Godfather. One, you're in film school and you haven't seen The Godfather.
Yeah,
Two,
you're in the wrong field.
You have the gall to say spoiler alert on this 40-year-old movie. Like, what? We owe you to stop talking about The Godfather?
We're not gonna. Get out of here. Get out of the room.
Get out of here.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Speaking of Godfather, what do you think of the series? What do you think was the best out of the?
Well, I mean, the first one was amazing, and then it just got better with the second one, and then the cream of the crop, the number one, the best of the best was obviously number 3, right?
Yeah, you think so?
Obviously, wasn't it?
I think number 2 was the better one.
I mean, I'm just kidding. Number 3 was just pure. Just the worst. It would have been a good movie if we didn't have the high expectations that we had from
number
1
2.
and then number 2 getting better.
Yeah.
And that kiss with Fredo, when he kisses Fredo in number 2 and says, "I know it was you."
I don't remember that
your favorite one is the
don't
second
remember.
one. Michael Corleone kisses his brother and says, "I know it was you." The look Fredo gave him.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
The look Fredo gives him, you just know.
You know what? I think I'm still suffering from The Dark Knight Rises on how mediocre it was.
As a Batman fan, I have to say I loved that movie.
Really?
I did.
Over The Dark Knight?
No, I didn't think. I mean, The Dark Knight. I mean, who are we kidding? Heath Ledger and
phenomenal.
People like to talk about would he have won the Oscar if he hadn't passed away?
I think he would have.
And I think he would have. That was one of the most unreal villain portrayals I've ever seen in my life. Of course,
the ad-libs, in the hospital scene.
The interrogation scene.
The clapping when Gary Coleman got promoted to commissioner. It was phenomenal.
Did you say when Gary Coleman...
Sorry, Gary Coleman. What's his name? Gary Oldman.
What you talking about, Batman?
I'm sorry. You know what? I just read an article about Gary Coleman. That's why he's stuck in my head.
That'd be really funny if Gary Coleman was Commissioner Gordon.
He's so short.
They should have cast. I mean, I think he passed away.
He passed away. Yeah.
I was gonna say he probably was the choice for Commissioner Gordon in Gotham before he passed away.
That's right. He was the number one choice.
He was the number one choice, and then they had to go with some other guy. So.
From 2 feet from the floor, he just pulls them up. So
Gary Coleman.
Yeah. The reason why I say Gary Coleman, I just read an article about how his step-parents and his lawyers took advantage of him. Mm-hmm. So when he was younger, he's making all this money and such. He actually never saw he probably saw a cent to their, dollar.
Really?
Basically. Yeah.
He's getting...
They took advantage like crazy.
These family feuds. I swear, you hear about it all the time.
Yeah. See, the thing is, it's his step parents. It's not their direct connections.
Mm-hmm.
Same issue happened to the NWA crew when Eazy-E and the Lawyers took advantage of Dre, Ice Cube, and such.
Whoa! Spoiler alert!
That's not a spoiler alert.
I haven't seen NWA. I haven't seen the Straight Outta Compton movie.
Straight Outta Compton, but that's their whole story. They just
life has spoiler alerts.
That's not a spoiler. It's their whole album. They made.
All right, way to pull in a mirror.
Way to pull in a
Way to pull in a mirror.
Way to pull a Temu. That's all I'm saying.
Way to pull a Justin, according to my friends.
That's right. Who do you think did a better job in The Dark Knight Rises? Do you think that Batman, or Christian Bale, Tom Hardy, or I forgot her name, Talia?
Marion Cotillard.
Who do you think Who do you think did phenomenal? Or Anne Hathaway?
I mean, I thought Anne Hathaway was unreal in that movie. I thought she was really, really good as Catwoman. I wasn't expecting much. My sister has like a vendetta against Anne Hathaway. Every time we talk about Anne Hathaway, she's like, ugh. Oh my god. Ugh.
Why?
She just thinks Anne Hathaway is so disingenuous and so fake, and she kind of has a point with her like award speeches. She's very like she's always like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I won. Oh, I'm so grateful. Oh my god."
You know what? That's like Meryl Streep. I hate Meryl Streep, and I think she's like.
Is that okay to say?
Oh well.
Can we have that on recording?
I'm sure that's fine.
I hate Meryl Streep.
I hate Meryl Streep, and here's the reason why. Every time she wins an award, she acts the same way.
She does. The only thing is with Meryl Streep,
she's like, "Oh my god, I just won this."
So if that's the case, my sister probably just would vomit if she watched the movie The Devil Wears Prada. Just Anne Hathaway on one end and Meryl Streep on the other, going at each other.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I you know what? It's funny that your sister would say that, because I think Anne Hathaway is very humble, because she's trying to get away from media right now.
I think I like Anne Hathaway. I want to see that movie with her and Robert De Niro, the Intern. It looked interesting.
Yeah.
You know, my brother-in-law, we wanted to go see The Martian as a family.
Yeah.
And The Martian was unreal. I saw
Amazing.
It. It was an unbelievable movie. But he kept pushing to see The Intern. When we want to go see The Martian, we're like, it's really weird that you really, really want to see The Intern. He's really, really interested in seeing that movie.
Is it because of De Niro or Hathaway?
I have no idea. Something about it, just every time we talk about seeing a movie, he has his phone ready, and with movie times of...
He's like, the intern's playing at 10:50, guys. I already bought tickets.
I already bought my tickets, yeah. So are we going to go see The Intern? Am I getting one ticket, two tickets?
Two tickets, yeah. IMAX, VIP?
He wants to go see Star Wars when it comes out, and we're going to go see it together.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous that he's going to buy the tickets, because I feel like I'm walking into a trap. We're going to walk into the theater, and he's going to be like, so I got our tickets to The Intern. Yeah. We're going to see Star Wars tomorrow.
Yes.
But let's go see The Intern. Let's go get that out of the way first.
Let's get out of our system.
Let's just get out of our system, yeah.
That's funny. Did you see have you seen the Intern with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn?
Internship?
Oh, the Internship. Yeah, at Google? Yeah.
No, I haven't. Those guys, they kind of lost their luster for me.
Yeah.
A little bit. You know,
especially Owen Wilson.
I did like Midnight in Paris.
Really?
I didn't want to see it. Saw it. I liked it. Woody Allen. Let's put all the married his daughter BS behind it. Let's just enjoy the filmmaker. It's like with Michael Jackson. When you think about the things the person's done, it kind of ruins them for you.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I love his music.
See, Michael Jackson, he grew up, as a kid being famous, and that takes a toll on you.
And his father did do things that weren't, I don't want to say abusive, because I don't know, but we're not conventional.
Yeah.
And
that does affect your stability, your input stability, and of course he acts like a little kid. And if you look at his house, he has like a playground, amusement park.
No, he's definitely different.
Mentally.
One thing we wanted to talk about before we ended the podcast was something Edmonton-based that I had done not so recently, but I really want to go back, and that is Breakout Edmonton. I went on the West End and went with my brother, sister, and brother-in-law, and basically the premise is you're in a room. And you have 45 minutes to use all the clues in the room, but no phone, no outside help.
That's
and
right.
You as a group have to break out of this room using all the clues to figure out how to get your way out. So if you guys want to see a really funny take on this breakout thing, Conan O'Brien did a skit on when him and his producer Jordan Schlansky went to breakout.
Oh.
And it's a really funny, it kind of gives you an idea of what breakout is, but it's a really funny take. But the thing I wanted to promote was that we had a great time at this facility in the West End. And we thought we were making a lot of progress, and in the 45 minutes we finally almost came close to opening the door to get out, only to find out that door took us to another room, which was the other half. So we literally did about 40%.
So Which session did you play?
We did, what was the name? I don't remember the name. We were in I believe, a museum curator's room.
Okay.
And we had to kind of figure out using the different like artifacts in the room to like figure out the codes in the typewriter to get. I don't want to give away stuff in the thing.
So did you do the cube? Because they do have 3 of them. They have the cube, which is part of the Illuminati.
Didn't do that one.
You have to defuse a bomb.
But they changed them.
Oh,
so
they
when
do
I
change
when
them.
I went, there might be new ones.
Oh,
but
okay,
now
yeah.
that's why I want to go because now that I have the gist of what it is, I really want to see if I can break out of this room. And then you see on the wall, people have done it in like 16 minutes. And you're like, this guy's probably gone to this room like 16 or 17 times.
That's right. Yeah,
He's really like he's actively.
You're not
trying.
that smart.
Yeah, come on, all right, buddy. Like we get it. You like coming here.
Yeah, you spend your money.
It's probably the owner who's just like, I figured it out again.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm so good at this. So.
That's
yeah,
funny.
so that's kind of our Edmonton activity of the week that we want you guys to check out. It's in other cities, but it's here in Edmonton. It's a really fun time. I believe it was $20 per person.
$20 per person,
and,
yeah.
It's 45 minutes away from your phone. So if you think you can handle that, put your phones away, go into the room with some friends, and try and break out. I guarantee you'll probably fail like me.
Yeah.
But if you do succeed, well, I'll be impressed.
It's a bragging rights, right? So,
it's the bragging rights.
I haven't succeeded yet, so yeah.
Yeah. So our challenge for you guys this week is to try to come up with a Pecha Kucha topic and actually perform, and to go to Breakout Edmonton. So for the Miss My Ex podcast, I've been Justin Delhung.
My name is Amir Chang.
And thank you guys for listening.